intensified Israeli military demolition campaign targeting high-rise buildings is fueling fears among residents and the UNHCR. In fact, the destruction was aimed at permanently clearing the population from the city. Here's a report.
This is the moment an Israeli strike brought down Mushtaha Tower, a 15-story residential building in one of Gaza City's prime neighborhoods. It marked the start of an intensified Israeli military demolition campaign targeting high-rise buildings, ahead of a ground assault towards the heart of the densely populated city. Mushtaha Tower was home to Palestinian bank worker Shadi Salama El-Reyes, who paid almost $93,000 in mortgage payments for his apartment in the high-rise, where he and his family lived and made memories. But now, the family has been left destitute, and among most of the population displaced by Israel's war in Gaza. Life in this camp in central Gaza is a far cry from his old building.
This tower honestly represents to me a life journey. It represents to me beautiful memories. It represents to me the birth of my son, Adam, my only son. It represents to me the effort of a young man who got this house not by simple work. In fact, I bought this house through the bank in installments.
Many residents have found themselves picking through the rubble of destroyed buildings in search of personal belongings. Over the past 2 weeks, Israel's armed forces say they have demolished up to 20 Gaza City tower blocks they say are used by Hamas. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said 50 terrorist towers had been demolished. El-Reyes told Reuters he feared the destruction was aimed at permanently clearing the population from Gaza City, a view shared by the UN Human Rights Office. Its spokesperson said in a statement that such a deliberate effort to relocate the population would be tantamount to ethnic cleansing. Israel denies that claim. Tower blocks were one of the last forms of shelter in Gaza, according to Bushra Khalidi, who leads policy on Gaza at Oxfam.
The high rises, they have an enormous amount. They're, sheltering an enormous amount of civilians.
She said there's a ripple effect in targeting Gaza City.
It's the main artery of Gaza, the Gaza Strip. And now they are cutting off that artery to forcibly displace almost a million people down south again.
Israel's military spokesperson, Lieutenant Colonel Nadav Shoshani, said there's no strategy to flatten Gaza, and that the military's aim was to destroy Hamas, which he said was using tall buildings to observe and attack Israeli forces. Hamas has denied that claim. As for Mushtaha Tower, the Israeli military said Hamas had underground infrastructure beneath it, used to attack Israeli troops. The military declined a request to provide evidence. According to El-Reyes, a neighbor got a call on September 5th from an Israeli army officer instructing him to spread the word to evacuate the building within minutes. Reuters could not independently verify his account of the evacuation order. An Israeli military spokesperson said they gave residents time to evacuate and ensured civilians had left before hitting the buildings. El-Reyes described the warning as painful. He said, quote, "You are standing in front of your children, who are more precious than anything. You are standing in front of your memories and your possessions, unable to carry anything."